Hi guys, it's Handy Mom here, and today we're going to show you how to put up some chair molding. So here in this corner, it can't be flush, so what we need to do is cut an angle in order to be able to bring this one in and this one. If you look down here, we're trying to get that same angle, so that's a 45-degree angle there. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark a 45-degree angle for this way. So we're going to make sure, pay attention to which way you need to cut, because if you cut this way, it's not going to fit this guy that's coming in. So we have to go in towards the corner, okay? So this one's going to be in towards the corner. The other one, when it comes in, is also going to go in towards the corner. So that's how we're going to cut it. So let's go get our thing to get it cut. Okay guys, so this little tool I got is it helps you saw angles. So each slot is a different angle, and when you put this in, you can cut and it keeps your line straight. So we're looking here for a 45-degree angle, and we're going this way, so I need to use this one here. So we're going to stick this as close to the wall as possible. All right, and then these little things you stick in the holes and then spin them to help make them nice and tight and keep it tight against the wall. I think this one I'll use here, there, and so it's nice and tight. Well, it was nice and tight. Here, let's try to move this one over. I kind of had to find a way. Now, I don't need to use this mark. I just did it to remind myself what direction we have to go. So, all right. And you want to get that out of the way. Let's see. Let's put this in over here. It's kind of like a trial and error. Sometimes you have to figure out which way you need to go. All right, so we're going to go here. Okay? Everything's nice and tight. Just checking. Okay. All right, so then once you come here, you come in here. I'm trying not to be too wasteful. I don't want to take off too much, but sometimes you have to take enough off, okay? So I'm going to start with a little bit of an angle. We're going to pull back like that, and then start just gentle strides, and then keeping it within the front and the back to keep your line straight, and then holding this down. There's the corner that we're going to put in all along there and around. This is the small area that we're going to put it. Now, as you can see here, we have already marked where we're going to put it, the edge of the trim, and it doesn't always line up, but we didn't level it at first, but now we've leveled it, and I'll show you the cool leveling system that we used. And so then we'll show you that, how we did that. And so we're going to put the trim all along here, along this line. And then I'm going to show you how we cut the 45-degree angle for here, for these corners, because they are pretty tough. Okay, we'll be back. All right, guys, so here's the finished cut here. And I just wanted to remind you to always have somewhere to put the end, so when you're cutting, it doesn't fall down, it doesn't pull on your wood, okay? So, so here's the cut. Let's go put it on the wall so you can see how it'll fit. Okay, so here is how this is going to fit in the corner. We'll line it up with the blue line, and this is how it's going to look in there. Now the other one's going to come in here, and then it'll slide right in there, okay? So this is where this will go, and this is how it will look. Look how nice that looks. And then I'm going to keep it on the wall with some liquid nails, and then we're also going to use brad nails to keep it, to secure it. So just a few brad nails along the edge. Okay. All right, that's it for that one. Let's go to the other part. Normally you would use your gun, but I can't find mine, so I just popped the bottom open, and we're going to just kind of smear this on with the little spatula. So I'm putting on the glue here. Not so much in the middle, because it's an empty space. So more like at the edges where it's going to be. And then try not to get too much at the top. And then just little by little, you can just go like this. All right, so I'm gonna do this for the whole stick and then we'll be back. Okay, so this is a staple and nail gun. We have the nails loaded in there. They're small brads, and that's what I'll use to help keep it close to the wall so until the glue dries. Okay, all right, so let me get this stick up here. I put a nail in the wall to help hold it up for me while I line it up. So if you're by yourself, this is a trick that you can do. All right, we're gonna gently put this up against the wall side. I'd rather be a little higher than lower, so we'll try to flip it over. I'm gonna match it to the line, like that. And then this one, right there. And then in the middle, I'm gonna start moving it here, over here. Oh, this is a little bit. Okay, hold it there. Where's my gun? Okay, so I'm just gonna put a brad nail right in here to hold it. Okay, making sure we're on the line, and then just gonna stick one little nail in here. Right. And then following the line, making sure I'm on the line, I'm going to stick one in here, pushing hard so it goes through, or not. Okay, and then adjusting the line here to the line, to the line. Oh, excuse my stomach. All right, and then I'm going to put one. Oh shoot, try not to do that. Shoot yourself in the foot. Okay, there's that one. And then the last one here on the line, Where's my line? There's my line. I'm gonna put this one right there. And then I'll go with my hammer and just hammer them in a little further. Okay. Okay, so now that this is hung up, you can see a little bit of the glue, but that's no big deal because we're gonna caulk that corner anyways. So I put in a couple more brad nails in here just to add a little bit more support until the glue dries completely. And now we're going to put in the other side. So I've already cut the other one in the other angle, so you can see how it'll fit in here. So this is the opposite direction of the other one, and it should slide right in here like so. If we line it up with our line, it should be right on target, right there. Okay, and again, don't worry about that little space. We can always caulk that. All right, so I'm just gonna look here, line it up with my line so it's level, and then I'm gonna make a mark here where we need to cut. Just like the construction guys, they like to make little V's. Okay, and then we'll use a T-square to line that up straight. And let's go cut. I've placed the wood back in this thing. We're gonna use the straight cut. So this is where our little arrow is. We're gonna line that up right in the middle there. And then I'm just gonna cut straight down, okay? I'm gonna go right here. Hold it nice and tight so your wood's not moving. That cut. Now we'll take this out, and a nice straight cut with our little doodad. All right. Okay guys, so here is the finished product. I'm still waiting for the glue to dry. We put on liquid nails in the back, and then these tiny little brad nails in there. So now we just need to paint. I'm gonna caulk the edges. As you can see, there's a little bit of space there since the walls aren't completely even. So we'll caulk that up and then we'll paint it nice and bright white to match the trim at the bottom. And then it was a very laborious job just because I only had a saw, the little hand saw, so it made it a little more difficult, but we made it work. And so here we have some glue. We'll just clean all this up, put in the caulk, and then finish painting it. So that is our chair rail installation. So remember to put your painter's tape down before you paint so you don't mess up your other walls. I'll be doing that soon and then continuing on. And look at that beautiful wall sculpture. Yes, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces we put together to form that, and then I eventually want to put a clock up there, a big, nice big clock with crystals and shiny stuff. Anyways, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, leave the comments in the question sections. And thank you for any constructive criticism is always welcome as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so here is the finished product. We still have the tape on, so I'm going to take this tape off so you can see. Hopefully it doesn't take the paint with it. There you go. Nice and slowly. So you will. Okay, so you can see here it took a little bit of the paint. It's still a little wet, so probably should wait till it's dry. And then I'll wait for the rest of those, but you can see how nice and straight the line looks. This is how it's gonna look when it's done. There's the centerpieces. Awesome, awesome sauce. Look at that, gorgeous. It really adds some flair to your wall. And eventually I want to do little squares and here, somewhere in there. Give it a little more flair and add some crown molding. So that'll be for another video. But thanks to our master carpenter and for all his help and instructions. But we made it. We did it. And anyone else can do it too with a little bit of practice. And remember, measure twice, cut once. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.